sprayer, but don't be fooled. You're looking at paint. It also does stains and lacquers and sealants. And look at the quick work it makes of a door. Now think of if you were using the brush and pan method. Going into those nooks and crannies, oh man, what a headache. He is making quick work of this with that beautiful, vibrant red. Wagner, they're the kings when it comes to paint sprayers. The item number is V36306. You're getting everything you need to get you going. We're also gonna give you a voucher to give you some paint to help you with your project. Super excited about it. So what you're gonna receive actually is the Wagner as well as the eye spray nozzle. You're also going to receive little liners for the 1.5 quart cup. And then in addition to that, you're also going to receive the fantastic voucher. Here is your voucher. And the voucher is to save up to 20 bucks off cans of paint that you're purchasing. So you can use that voucher on 1 gallon cans of paint or 5 gallon, one of those cans of paint at PP&G. Let me share with you value because I know we've got a graphic. The value is phenomenal here. Our price under $100. The retail on this is $135. When you add in the fact that you're gonna get that $20 voucher, you're saving 55 bucks. And let me introduce you to my friend Jason Cameron because Jason is probably a face that you know. Nice to see you, my dear.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks
It is my birthday. Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, thanks for having me.
And he actually is a contractor,
Yes.
but also you've probably seen his face on television shows, on Before and Afters. He's actually on a network show, and it's called Superstar Renovation.
Yes.
So look for that. But if somebody doesn't know the Wagner brand, who's Wagner when it comes to paint sprayers?
Wagner is the #1 consumer brand worldwide in paint sprayers, and they're that for a reason. I've had a Wagner. My grandpa had a Wagner. I love Wagner because they understand, they know sprayers, and this is the perfect example. The FLEXiO is the workhorse. I have 2 of these on my truck. I have one at home.
Yeah.
I use it all the time, and it's whether you're a beginner or somebody like me who's doing this a long time, you can pick this up and within minutes you can be spraying and loving it. And I used to hate painting. Now I love it. When I started spraying, I love it. Rolling, I hate.
Right, rolling we hate,
I'm not a fan
spraying
of
we
rolling.
love.
Spraying, I absolutely love.
If you actually own one of these, please give us a call. We're at 1-800-600-1556. Can we do one more demonstration,
Yes.
then we'll come back here for a tour?
That's why I love you, because you want to do demos.
I like
love
to
it.
get to the
Yes,
paint
I love it.
and to show you how it's going to work. And mind you, you're not going to leave this presentation without knowing how it works. It's customizable in a multitude of ways.
Yes.
So you can use broad or pinpoint, heavy flow or a little bit slower. Anything you want, this does it.
It does. Big job, small job, fine-tuned, big. I mean, it does it all. Now, this is a great example. By the way, the door, you saw how fast I did that.
Yeah.
I
We
mean-
could have put a time lapse on you because it's done.
Oh, it's done. Exactly. Now, this is something, I actually picked this up in the trash.
Okay.
Somebody was throwing
Right.
this away, but I'm like, why get rid of this?
Yeah, I
It
love
just
it.
needs a fresh coat of paint, right?
Yeah.
Simple solution.
Exactly.
Right, is the
This
FLEXiO.
is the FLEXiO.
So this is, believe it or not, this is the Pantone color of the year. This is burnt orange, which is really popular right now.
Absolutely.
So I'm
The
going to do
corals
this,
and oranges.
and I want to show you how easy this is. So just to show you real quick,
Yeah.
I've got this set to high. Whenever you're doing paint or bigger surfaces, you're going to set the power to high.
Big surface, high, but there is a low
There
if
is
you
a
needed
low,
it.
mainly stains and sealers
Got
when
it.
you're doing that. Right now I've got this is the material flow. So I've got that set to 7.
Then how high does it go?
It goes all the way up to 11.
Wow.
You can actually, you're usually in the middle between 6, 7, and 8.
Perfect.
And right now this is the width of the spray. So you can either go really wide or really narrow.
And you put it on wide.
And I put it on wide.
That's
Very-
as easy as it is.
very simple.
That's why I was like, a tour? Let's get to paint.
Let's get the paint. So here we go. So burnt orange. Now this is
Yeah.
something you don't want to throw this away.
I'll go over here, honey.
You don't want to throw this away.
Yep.
Right? So check this out. So two-stage trigger too. You notice how when I do that, it's just the turbine.
air first.
Just the air first.
Got it, so you get ready.
And now
Okay.
so here we go.
First of all, I love that color.
It's a great color, isn't it?
And now, come on, you just
Come on,
took
look at
a
this.
plain old white chair and turned it into super fun, super ready. Are we ready to barbecue? Fire up that grill and
I'm
let's put
ready.
on
Are
some
you
great
ready? I'm
music.
ready.
Exactly. Let's put on some great music. The kids are out here jumping rope, playing hopscotch, and they're in the pool.
I want to show you this. So right now
Okay.
I'm doing a vertical
Okay.
or horizontal. So now I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go side to side.
Got it.
All right, so
Okay,
I've
and
switched the
it's
orientation.
just that easy, right?
That easy.
So it was stopping for 2 seconds because he was changing the orientation. Now let me ask you, why did you change the orientation?
So what happens is when you're doing something like this, you want to go with the wood that you're painting, right?
Okay.
So here it's side to side. You can now look how quick that was. Look at that.
was amazing.
That is incredible. If you had a paintbrush, which I threw the other one away, you saw that earlier, that would take forever, right?
So you're a contractor, and the
Yes.
thing is that we have all hired contractors and painters to do a job. The thing about this offer today is that for under $100, you're gonna have a paint sprayer that you own for life. Find a painter and say, I'm gonna give you $100. What's the job that you would do for $100? They might do a door. I don't know, what would they do? A door?
I might walk away for $100.
You're like, $100 doesn't even hire me.
No, it's minimum job. For most
Right.
laborers now, it's not even $100.
You can't even do that. But
No.
then here, this, you have it at home. And again, it's not just paint, it's stains, it's lacquers, it's sealants, you said.
And it's right out of the can. That's really important. No thinning, because I would spend a lot of time thinning paints. Now you just take it right from the can right into here. No thinning necessary. That is
Nice.
a huge, huge thing.
It's a time saver, right? It's a time saver.
Yes.
Okay, and as you said, time is money
So-
because you're a contractor.
Yes,
and so
time.
anytime somebody gets you at their house, they're paying you some money to come and consult.
Exactly.
Or say something.
Exactly. You
Okay.
want to do this?
I want to do
'Cause
this.
You've actually gotten really good,
Yeah.
by the way. And I know there was a little competition
There's
between you and Rick.
competition, me and Rick.
You and
we have,
Rick.
Yep, we totally have
So this
one.
is ready to go. So right
Okay.
now, just to show everybody,
Yeah, let's do
you're
it.
set to wide.
I'm on
You're
wide.
on wide.
Yep.
And right now you're set to horizontal.
Okay.
This way.
Yep.
Now you're on low.
Okay, I'm
we're
on
gonna,
low.
We're going to change that to high.
We're changing it to high. Okay.
Right? And actually, let's leave it on low because this is a solid stain.
Okay.
We're using a stain.
Yep,
right?
and what does that mean? Like,
Solid
why do we
stain,
choose
so
low?
we're going to choose low because when you're using a stain, it's a different viscosity.
Got it.
So we're going to use low, and you're on 9.
All right,
Okay.
cool. And I'm starting from the bottom.
Starting from the
And
bottom.
I'm going up and down.
And you're going up and down.
Yep, and I'm
there you
going
go.
up and down. There
Come on,
you go.
You're
So
like
starting
a
from the
pro.
bottom,
You're like a pro
And
already.
I'm going up and down. So
And
here we go.
There you go. Get in a little closer.
Yep, a little closer.
And you got a nice speed. The speed is really good, right? You can see you're going just fast enough,
Yep.
but you're going fast enough, you're going to get really good coverage. And look how great coverage you're getting on that.
I love it. And I love the satisfaction of actually completing this. Like in minutes, this fence is going to be done.
It already looks
And I'm
great.
going to sit down with a margarita.
I'll get it ready for
Turn
you.
on some music, exactly, and check this off my list and
Come
go,
in a little closer.
wow.
And the nice thing about this is as soon as you start using it, it's very intuitive.
Yeah.
You really get the feel for it right away. And see, right now you're one-handed, but you can also, like you were supporting it before.
Right.
If you want to support it with your other hand, you can
And
do that as
so
well.
completely filled, it weighs about what, Jason?
It's about 6.5 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can see one pass, you're getting everything.
And if I miss something, can I go back
Very
over it?
easy to go back.
Okay.
Very easy to go back. Yep. But
Look
you're
at-
doing it. You're doing it in one coat. And look how rough this is.
Look at how amazing this is. And speaking of rough, what's nice about having a paint sprayer? There are lots of surfaces we paint, right? What are the surfaces that might be a little bit more challenging than others? And the paint sprayer can handle them.
That's a great question because a lot of times if you're doing exterior projects, you run into stucco.
Right.
Anything that's masonry because you have all the divots in it. I'm going to keep going on this
Okay.
while we.
Okay, no, keep going.
But yeah,
you
so-
said masonry. So if
Masonry.
you've got masonry or stucco that you're
Stucco,
doing, oh, that
brick,
is awful. That's brutal.
If you're doing if you have a brick project, you know, where it's a lot of different nicks and crannies and
Yeah.
grooves. So, but this, you can see how I can just come back.
You
right?
can. I do want you to stay tuned because Jason and I are going to have a paint off at the end of this because
Are
I'm
we?
just a competitive gal.
I like you.
And
I
I
like
love
that.
it because it's just a little bit fun of like how much you can get done in such a quick amount of time. This is the FLEXiO. This is from Wagner. It's the FLEXiO 2000 Plus. It's a paint sprayer. It's new today. It's our QVC 2 big deal. And you might be like, well, why are you doing this right now? Because if you're like all of us, we've got those things in our head like, oh, I'd really like to repaint that bedroom. I've got that chair that needs to be redone. I have spindles. Stay tuned. We're going to show you spindles and talk about pinpoint accuracy as well. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely.
It might be that you want to paint a garage or you've got a shed outside or you're going to paint a baby's crib or you're going to make something over. We all have those items, right? So what's the item for you that is too bad to keep but too good to throw away? You know the one I mean. The one that's out in the garage that you're not using, but you're not going to throw it away because you can't quite part with it. Okay, I was just telling that story, but P.S. and by the way, he just did a fence. And if he were my honey, I'd be like, honey, do list is done.
I'd be in good graces. I'd be in good graces. All right, good.
It would
That's
be all
important.
good.
That's important.
Let me remind you of the value because the value story is huge. The value is that we are $35 right off the top, less than what you'd expect to pay for retail. Not just, Bob's paint sprayer. This is Wagner. They're the #1 when it comes to paint sprayers. And we've got the brand, so we were giving you the top brand at a screaming value. on 5 months to pay for it, but you get it home right now. We're going to give you some ideas with this video.
Absolutely. The video right now you can see, look at the Adirondack chair again. Chairs are a big thing. This time of year, especially, people are getting ready for springtime outside. They want to redo something, make it new again. I mean, look at the one we did.
Yeah.
Right? Incredible. So right now, you mentioned spindles.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to get to spindles in one second. But about this chair, right?
Yes.
So they're going with the grain, right? And that's recommended.
So you can see the boards are going, so now they're going back and forth with the boards.
Okay.
So you change the orientation of the spray. Right now the orientation is up and down, and they're going side to side.
Okay.
And if you want to go up and down, then you change it the other direction.
Got it.
Right? So
and she's doing a stain right now?
This is a stain.
Okay.
So this the versatility again of this is whether it's stains or paints or an oil-based paint or it doesn't matter.
And what I love is that it's getting into the cracks and the grooves and the nooks and crannies, which are, there's corner work. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the corner work is great. Now, again, with this, you can go right around the corner. Because the whole wall is getting painted. Now, if you're doing detail work, you're going to spend a little time doing some taping.
Great.
Right?
Yep.
But other than that, you're just going to town. Big walls like this are a great example of why this is so important, because it's quick. It's a great solution.
We wanted you to stay tuned because one of the questions we had previously was, we showed you some wide spaces that you're seeing in this video, but if you come back, the question is, does it do detail work? And now we could do a little bit more of the tour if you want to show me how we would get to detail work.
Great example. So right now I'm going to leave it on high.
Okay.
Okay. I'll get this set to 5 or 6, somewhere in there. Some medium material flow. This controls the amount of material that goes in, right?
Okay.
Normally you're going to be around 5 or 6. I know that's probably hard to see on the camera, but there's a number there. 5 and 6.
Yep. There you see it. 6.
There you go.
Clear.
All right. So, and again, you'll get used to that, but 5 and 6 is normally where you are, and I'm going to change this to narrow, right?
Perfect. And I'll ask you, how would we know to change that? Like, what would happen if we had it on the wrong level of spray?
So all that does is change the width, right? So if you're doing a large surface, you want to go to a wide, and if you're doing a smaller surface, you go to a narrow.
And how would we know if we're on the wrong level of number?
You'll get a feel for that once you get the material introduced.
Oh,
so you'll get a feel.
We'll know whether or not it's flowing properly.
Exactly.
Perfect. I just wanted to ask because I'm you.
These are great questions.
Absolutely. So we wanted to do narrow work to show you that it does do detail work, right?
Yeah.
So what would be challenging about this if you were not using a paint sprayer?
Well, the challenging thing is you would come back and forth and you wouldn't get it done on one pass. This year I'm getting it done on one pass.
Whoa.
Right? So and it's getting it all. Now these are hard to do because you have to paint all those little areas, right? You got to come back. This I'm getting it all in one shot.
You're just coating it so easily.
Now we're going to switch. I'm going to come to this side.
Yep, awesome. Do-si-do.
I'm going to come over here.
Yep.
And I'm going to get the other side, right?
Okay. And that's the other thing, right? Is that it's not like you have a situation where, did you ever finish a paint job and then you go back like a week later, a month later, and you're like, I missed a spot.
Exactly.
You're like, how did I not see that?
What's great about this is it's pressure sensitive, so I can come and just put a little paint on it if I want. Right?
Oh.
And then to get the top, now I'm going to switch this back to wide.
Okay.
Just show you how easy that is. And I'm going to get the top.
And there we go with the top.
And there we go with the top.
Okay, this is amazing. And you know what? We asked you to call. If you have one of these, we'd love to hear from you. Share your story. We've sold thousands of these. This is 5 easy payments of $20, $99.98. This is our QVC 2 big deal. We wanted to do it now because we knew now is the time that all of us have that to-do list going on and we want to check things off, and we wanted to help you do that. We've sold over 125,000 Wagner paint sprayers. Wow. So call us. We're at 1-800-600-1556. We'd love to hear your story. We're going to keep going. Jason's going to put me to work. You've probably seen him on network and HGTV shows that have to do with home makeovers.
Home renovation.
Home renovation. Because he's a contractor rather, and you're working with painters all the time.
All the time. I work with painters all the time, and I can put this in anybody's hand though, and they can paint. That's the
Instantly.
beauty. Instantly. You don't have to be a professional, but it gives you professional finish. So check this out.
Let's do it.
This deck, this is a good, very small example of a large deck. I just did 2 last week for a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I used the FLEXiO, right? Got it done in no time. So I want to show you, I changed the orientation. So basically right now this is coming out this way, right? I've got it set to wide because I'm doing a large surface.
Got it.
And I'm still at about 5 or 6.
Okay.
And I'm on high.
You're still on high.
Here we go.
And those are the only things you need to check when you're getting ready to paint. So it's super, super cool. V36306 is your item number. You know, already these have been very, very popular. 500 have been picked up because people are going, oh, you and I, all of us. And maybe you're going to do it because you know, you've got vacation property, or you have rental properties that you're in charge of. Maybe you're just going to do it because you've got the honey